man, oh man, oh man. You know what God is gonna do for you? Every time, He's gonna come in hot. Every time you need it. Because that's who our God is. He's an awesome Father, and He loves us, and He wants us to be good. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to feel joy and do good things and just keep getting better. So, oh my gosh, I feel like I say this all the time, but I have been going through so much lately. And I just got to Bali yesterday, and today is the National Day of Meditation on the island of Bali, so like the island shuts down. And I didn't actually know that whenever I was booking my flight, and then I learned like right after I booked the flight, and I was like, well, I asked God for space, and He shut down an island for me. So, in Napi, that's what it's called, Napi. I think I'm saying it right. In Napi, on this day, let me just say, yesterday I had like so many signs from God about just keep on keeping on, keep doing what you're doing, and you're never alone. You're never alone. You're never alone. That just like kept coming up yesterday, and I was like in the best mood yesterday in Australia, last day with my buddy, and I was like, why is God sending me this message? You know, like, I know I'm not alone. I know He's with me all the time. Like, anyway, I was like, well, I don't know. I guess I'm going to need it in the near future. And do you know that near future was today? And that's how God is. Yeah, that's God the Father. So, anyway, He always knows what you need. And even if you don't know what you want, even if you don't know, you're figuring that out. You're learning more and more and more and more what you don't want. But what do you want? And every time you land on something you want, you're like, nope, that wasn't it. That's not it. And you just keep learning things you don't want. And that's hard, you know? That can be hard. And you know what a lot of people do whenever that keeps happening? They just are like, you know what, this is too much, I want to settle. But I'm here to say to you, whenever you need this message, that it's better to not settle. I would never should on you. And anyway, if anyone's ever shoulding on you, especially if it's like any negative like connotation to it, not for you. But you should live your life without fear, and you should trust God, because He loves us so much, like so much more than we can ever imagine. And don't forget it, okay? And I know it's scary sometimes. I know it's unstable sometimes. I know it's uncertain sometimes. I know if God has you in the world and traveling as a single woman, that can feel dangerous. But God's got you, and God's got me. We still have to be smart. You know, I don't go out and party and stuff and you know, just not take care. But yeah, like last night I arrived late at like 11 p.m. and I've never been to Bali, and there was like festivals everywhere, and it was like huge celebration, and it was scary too, because like they make these floats and it's like to scare off evil, so they make like all of these floats, which all of them kind of look like the devil, okay? And anything in life that is not God, Jesus, God, is the devil. Not like we just need to cut through that right now. I did not used to know that. And I have been gifted with that knowledge to spread that knowledge. So, if you think Buddha is peaceful, just know Buddha allows for you to think that you can rely on you. And look, y'all, God never made us to rely on ourselves. So if you're standing in this self-independence and you've been fine your whole life, well, just know that your life could be so much better. So much better. And you're not promised a spot in heaven if you're gonna worship Buddha or whoever until you die. God will one day give every person what they want and what they've turned to in life. And so I might not know, where do I want to live? I don't know that. Or I have any idea. I might not know exactly what kind of guy would make me fall in love anymore. I don't know so much. I don't know so much, and I can't even think about what kind of guy I want, because whenever I think about that, I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like it exists. That doesn't seem like it's real. And then I remember that I'm real, and I'm not asking for anything that I'm not. So we just need those things that root us into truth. And also, everything is possible with God. Everything. So I need to take my own advice, and I need to pray for the man of my dreams, which I don't even dream about a guy anymore besides Jesus. But yeah, you need to dream big, because otherwise you're dreaming small and you're selling yourself short, because God said ask. So ask for the stuff that you're like, well, I don't even think that exists. Well, ask anyway and see. And whatever you even say might not even be what you want, but God will lead you. Yeah. So he'll drop you into spaces where he's like, what about this? What about this? How do you feel when you're in this? How do you feel when you do that? And that's how God works. So I love you, and I know it's tough, y'all. I know it gets tough. I know it's not always easy to walk in blind faith. I know it's not always fun, because we don't root ourselves enough in God to trust him and that everything's taken care of. But when we do, it's the best thing ever. Don't forget it.